Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio, and we appreciate your patronage. I am looking at a story from a website called Get Out. I don't know if there's an actual magazine attached to Get Out. Get Out is not about dumping that bitch. That would be a great magazine. Get Out magazine. A magazine about guys who kicked that bitch out the door. Get Out magazine. No. This is a magazine that purports to be, it says here, Arizona's premier entertainment guide. I'd like to know what the penultimate entertainment guide is in Arizona. But Get Out claims to be Arizona's premier entertainment guide. Far surpassing, say, New Times or the Arizona Republic. It's the premier entertainment guide. So, a number of you sent me this article from Get Out's website, which is getoutaz.com. And here is the piece written by Kelly Wilson for Get Out magazine. But it says here, Arizona's premier entertainment guide. The tall man with a goatee is still sporting shades, even though the sun set several hours ago. He's attired in a Von Dutch shirt and jeans, and he sips a red martini while eyeing the packed dance floor at Scottsdale Dance Club Mist. Jackie Wellington points to the man, guessing he's, quote, a $30,000 millionaire, which is an office jockey who makes less than $40,000, but dresses and acts like he makes much more. On this Friday night, Mist is filled with men sporting brand names like Armani and Christian Dior. You can spot them, says Wellington, 30 of Ahwatukee Foothills. He has the I'm money look, but I would bet $100 that he doesn't make more than $35,000. Wellington approaches the man and returns a few minutes later with a big smile on her face. He's a car salesman for Honda, she says, laughing. A $30,000 millionaire for sure. It says here that in Scottsdale especially, these $30,000 millionaires are as common as fake Prada. Andrea Price, a 23-year-old cocktail waitress at the dance club E4, says she often encounters them at the chic night spot. When people come in and the first words that come out of their mouth are, don't worry, we'll take care of you, then you know right there that they're a $30,000 millionaire, she says. You know, if somebody says, don't worry, we'll take care of you, that's a mora. See, I'm a multi-millionaire, and I would not spend 10 cents on you. Dare. She says they're pretty easy to spot nowadays. They're the guys that wear every single name brand possible. They're flashy, they drive more expensive cars than their houses. Price recalls a man who ordered bottles of vodka all night. He was basically running us crazy that night, and we didn't have time to work any of the other tables, she says. Then he ended up walking out on his bill. The bill did get taken care of, but there was no tip at all. Story goes on to say it's not unusual for $30,000 millionaires to order champagne, the most inexpensive brand, of course, and then use the empty bottle as an accessory, Price says. They will not let us take it from the table, she says. They just want all the empty bottles to sit there, and they'll carry it around with them. Okay. Gary Johnson, a director at Tempe's DFA Credit Counseling, says he frequently comes across men who have piled up sky-high credit card charges with excessive shopping, dining, and clubbing. For many people, that outward expression of who they are, that image, is everything, and they'll spend whatever they can lay their hands on to do that, he says. We see people who are spending more on vehicles than they are on houses. There are people with $800 car payments and $500 rent payments. It's because these people want to get laid. And by the way, they wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't working. These girls who say they can spot these guys anywhere. You couldn't talk to the girls who can't spot them anywhere because they're busy slurping on some guy. They're too busy doing that. That's where most of the chicks are. Chicks buy into this stuff. They do. Johnson says some of his clients dish out $150 every weekend on entertainment alone. I know I'm in trouble when the client hands me a bill and says, here's my Platinum Visa and here's my Super Gold VIP card, he says. What's happened is those credit cards have become part of their identity. Craig Foote, president of Downtown Scottsdale Gallery Art One, says he often comes across $30,000 millionaires. We get a lot of people in here who act like they have boats of money, but they never buy anything, he says. They come in and put things on layaway, then take it home and make 3 to 6 months of payments, and they can't afford to make the payments, but yet they come in a BMW. Foote says $30,000 millionaires are browsers more than buyers. He says there are a couple of guys who come in here who are in their mid to late 20s. They always come in here with the newest fashions, the newest haircuts, and they can barely afford their car payments. Foote says the gallery once had to repossess an $1,800 painting from someone who couldn't afford the monthly payments. He says they had a Range Rover, and you went to their place, it was like, oh my God. It was kind of a ridiculous bachelor pad. I expected it to be a really nice place, but it wasn't. It was an apartment. Imagine that. Guy living in an apartment. Unbelievable. Stephanie Kingman, a 28-year-old club goer, is always on the lookout for $30,000 millionaires. They're a big letdown, says Kingman, a Scottsdale resident. At first, you think you're talking to a guy who makes a lot of money. They come at you with polished lines, offer to buy you and your friends a round of drinks, and then stiff you with the bill. That actually happened to me once. I thought I had met Prince Charming when I really met a big cheapskate. I thought it was all about love, dear. Why are you worried about how much money the guy is spending on you? Should it really matter how much money he makes, sweetheart? No, we know what you are, okay? He's a big cheapskate. In my opinion, dear, you're a big whore. Just an opinion. Marin McElhenney, an event hostess for Axis, Radius, Mist, and Suede, agrees. These are all clubs in the Valley of the Sun. They're all about trying to get free drinks, says McElhaney, 37. They'll drop all the names they possibly know. They're always looking for the hookup. They'll say, I have a friend who knows the owner. Can you hook us up? We do that. And we get hooked up. I'm a real millionaire, by the way, just in case you wonder. McElhaney says she recently went on a date with a $30,000 millionaire who worked as an investment banker for J.P. Morgan Chase. He talked the big game, she says, but when it came down to it, he was 35 years old and he was still renting. He didn't own anything. So you see, this is not about love. This is about gold digging. That's what this is all about. It's about gold digging. Then, Get Out magazine here on their website, getoutaz.com, they then give you a list. And I haven't been to Phoenix or Scottsdale in a while, so I haven't checked out the club scene lately. But they put out a list of they claim places where they claim the $30,000 millionaires party. And I'll tell you what, if I were the owners of these clubs, I'd be really pissed that I was included on this list. Essentially, they're saying these are the clubs where you'll find posers. And in reality, they're letting you know to stay away, right? And the clubs they list are Axis, Radius, the Crown Room, Devil's Martini North, E4, J Bar at the James Hotel, Merc Bar in Phoenix, Mist in Scottsdale, Pussycat Lounge in Scottsdale, and a club called Six in Scottsdale. And the story goes on telling you how to dress like a $30,000 millionaire. Now, No place has more people like this than Los Angeles. Men and women both. People who lease their cars and they get the most expensive Mercedes or the most expensive BMW that's out there. They figure that if they lease, they can have the best car, whereas if they buy, they have to have a lesser car. People who buy houses much bigger than what they can afford with no money down mortgages or 1% mortgages or interest-only mortgages, whatever, without realizing that it's going to take them 100 years to pay for that house. And one false move and they'll lose it. And there's a lot of people who do that in Southern California or anywhere where hot chicks are, because that's what you have to do to get chicks. And people wouldn't take these risks, and people wouldn't be doing these things if they didn't work. They do work. Pretending to have money, pretending to be money, walking around like you are money, it works. And these people who are putting it down are saying they can tell. Even if they can tell, they're in the minority. That's why we always recommend on the program that guys pretend to be movie producers or screenwriters or doctors or lawyers. And if a woman gets taken by you, if a woman sleeps with you because she thinks your name is Dr. Shapiro and you're not, she got what she deserved. Am I wrong about this?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
I think you're a sick bastard.
Yes, I am, dear. But that's why they give me the big bucks.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Jeff on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Doing okay, Jeff.
Good. Yeah, I was listening to your last comments on the E4 and that article that was written. It was absolutely hilarious. I was actually down there last weekend. And it's exactly like you say. It's, the girls go around.
Bunch of gold-digging sluts?
Exactly. First thing they ask you is how much money you make and what kind of car do you drive.
Yeah.
And of course,
so why shouldn't guys fake it?
There's no reason not to.
I love how it's okay to be an out-and-out whore, but when a guy tells a lie about how much money he makes, I mean, why should a woman be able to expect to get that money anyway?
Well, I think they're upset that we're onto them and we're doing the same thing they're doing.
I mean, what do these women bring to the table except a vagina?
Not much, especially out in Arizona.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem.
Liz on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom!
Liz!
How the hell are you?
Great.
Oh my God, I used to listen to you all the time in Phoenix, and you were just gone one day. No explanation, nothing. I'm so happy you're back on the air.
Here I am.
In Phoenix.
Yes.
No, it was just hilarious. My girlfriend and I, we were reading that article over at Salty Senorita in Scottsdale on Sunday. It was before the Super Bowl. And we were just laughing. It was so funny. I have to agree with you.
I'm amazed that women are indignant about this.
Oh, it was hilarious. He's like, dude, if you sleep with some guy just because you thought he has money and found out that he didn't, well, joke's on you.
That's right. By the way, if you slept with him because you thought he was a lawyer, an architect, a doctor, a cowboy, a highway patrolman,
sure.
Tough luck.
I have a friend out here who is actually, he is a millionaire, and he won't go to Scottsdale anymore because he said that's what that guy just said, first thing out of their mouth. What do you do and what do you do?
Oh, but that's the thing. See, I would go because I'd play those chicks like a fiddle.
Well, you know what he bangs now? He's been banging chicks from, like, dive bars because they're just grateful, I guess, for a guy of his caliber at all. So.
But the thing is, what he doesn't understand is if you've got money, you can play these girls because you don't have to give them the money.
That's true.
All you have to do is let them smell it. By the time they figure out they're not getting any money and they start to say, nah, I'm not going to go out with you, you've already gotten what you wanted and you move on to the next victim.
That's true. That's true. I just
tell him to start going back to Scottsdale to the same old haunts, and I'm telling you, he'll get what he wants.
He won't go. He won't go. He just said he just got...
I'll tell you what, when Gary and I come to Phoenix, we're not staying in Phoenix. We're going to stay in Scottsdale.
And you're going to...
Yeah, we're going to play these girls one after another.
Well, my boyfriend doesn't even have a car. So
Gary's got his business cards that say, producer, the Tom Leykis Show, printed up.
Hey.
He's going to hand those out. I got cards say the Tom Leykis Show, then my name, Tom Leykis. That's usually pretty effective. And that's it. And then these girls aren't getting a penny, I tell you right now.
You think that'll work?
Yeah,
Just
because...
a business card? You think just a business card, period?
That's all it takes.
Really?
Are you kidding? Now you could not hear the show back when we talked about this, but you may have heard it being talked about other places, like The Tonight Show.
Well, how long have you been off the air here in Phoenix?
I've been on the air in Phoenix since the beginning of January, so it's been about a month.
But you were here years ago.
Oh, I was in Phoenix in the 80s. I was on the radio for 3 years in Phoenix.
Okay. But I was listening to you probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, this show was on other stations.
Yeah, it was an AM station.
AM stations with bad signals or run by nuts or whatever. But
how stupid am I? I have a stick shift. I just parked my car and just put on the brake. My car is running.
Oh, well, at least you didn't hit anything.
No. God, sorry. I guess I'm one of those airhead call-up, right?
Well... As long as I tell you I'm Dr. Shapiro and you believe me, it's okay.
Well, I'm a nursing student, so you don't want to come to where I'm doing my clinicals, apparently.
Well, probably not.
I'm just so happy that you're back on the air. Howard Stern can bite my ass. Like you so much better.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. I mean, it's the same type of show, except pretty much it is, but I do like you so much better.
Well, Liz, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you for that. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Lee on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom Leykis, how you doing, man?
Doing okay, Lee.
I want to know what you think about, what about the women who are faking it? I've got this girl that lives in my apartment complex. Okay, I know what she pays for rent. I know how she lives. But she's always got the top-of-the-line clothes on. She's got the top-of-the-line Mustang. She's always walking around with her high heels and flaunting around everything. She went out of town for about 2 weeks, and we had to take care of her mutt. Her house, Tom, I saw this apartment before she moved in. They redid the whole thing. It was beautiful carpet and everything. Dog crap in every corner, pee everywhere, panties underneath the pillow and all this kind of stuff. But yet every time she goes out, she's all money. She's always trying to sue people for stuff. You know, so I'm just curious what you think about girls who try to act like they've got the money.
Well, they're not doing it for the same reason. They're not doing it to get laid. If anything, they're doing it to compete with the other girls out there.
I don't know.
I mean, any guy worth having is not impressed with how much money a woman makes or what kind of job she has.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out. You got bad reception here.
Yeah, well, you got bad reception. My voice is sounding pretty good right about now. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Matt on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you doing?
All right, Matt.
I'm out here in Phoenix. I saw that same article last week when it came out, and, you know, the first thing I thought was, whoa, you know, the jig is up. How are we going to keep doing this? I went out the next weekend, worked like a charm. I mean, we go out there, me and my buddy, we tell these girls that we're in acquisitions and mergers. It works every time.
Because women don't even know what that is.
No, that's the thing. They don't even want to ask. It sounds like you're making a lot of money, and that's the number one goal. So,
love that.
You know,
wait till the Tom Leykis Show gets to Scottsdale. Oh, my God.
Ooh, we'll have to go out there. Hook, line, and sinker these girls.
Yeah, Gary and I are going to hit the clubs.
Yeah?
Yep.
We were gonna go as far as making fake business cards too, but
Gary's going to go in the club and say, I'm a producer. The thing is, he is a producer.
Yeah. I wouldn't call myself a $30,000 millionaire. I'd say I'm up there in the $50,000 range, being 22. It's not too bad. I do own a condo. I own a car, different things like that. So it's not too bad.
No, but here's the ultimate. Okay, you bring a chick to your condo. You tell her, this dump, I'm just here while I'm waiting for my house to be completed.
Ooh, nice.
Over on Camelback Mountain. And then you go over there and try to find some house that's under construction or some house that's being renovated.
Drive her by it.
What's she got to do? Check with the real estate registrar? There's my house right there.
Yeah, by the time the house is done being built, hopefully you're not with her anymore.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
This is what, by the way, and I've gotten reports from the front on this as well, this is one of the most effective scams we've pulled. Where you take a chick to your place, no matter how nice it is, you say, this dump? Are you kidding? This is just temporary until I move back to my house. And then you show them some huge mansion that's being worked on or built somewhere.
Absolutely.
That is a panty moistener if you've ever seen one.
Yeah. You know what? And sometimes we'll skip the clubs on the weekend. We will go do the dive bar thing like that previous caller said, and that works too. They're just grateful to be getting laid. Some of these girls out there.
Absolutely.
Everything's working like a charm. I mean, me and my buddy, we're taking girls back from the club, and we're both having fun.
Love that.
So.
Well, I'm proud to have you as a listener, Matt.
Keep up the good show.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. It's Ryan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm okay, Ryan.
Good. Hey, I'm from Scottsdale, and I'm 33. I've been did the club scene for quite a while. I got divorced and hanging out with some younger friends of mine. We used to go to the club all the time.
Right.
And, yeah, the girls are definitely out there. I mean, and don't get me wrong, these girls are pretty damn good looking. And but if you're not swinging a BMW key or Mercedes-Benz key around your finger and pulling out a wad of hundreds, it's really hard to get some play from these girls. And, you know, the competition has gotten so hot with these girls that they've actually started moving east into, like, the Mesa area.
Uh-huh.
There's some different clubs out there now and bars and things like that, and they've started moving out there. And Tempe is pretty much the same way. They're, you know, because you got ASU right there, and I lived in right by ASU for about 8 years when I was a kid. And, boy, I'll tell you what, it's changed big time. There's a lot of gold-digging women out there.
No,
a lot of them.
Well, again, if you want hot chicks, you got to deal with the gold diggers because that's they kind of go hand in hand.
Exactly. And, you know, like I said, the competition's got so hot between them, they've actually started moving away from Scottsdale and going out to Mesa. Yeah,
and you can play them against each other, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
And as I've always said, a good backhanded compliment never hurt.
I've heard some of it.
The backhanded compliments are one of the most effective ways to make a woman feel lower than dung. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you on that one. Like don't worry about what they say about you. I think you look great.
Yeah, don't worry about what anybody says about you. I think you look great.
I think you look great.
Yeah. In fact, I have a friend. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I'm not even talking to him anymore because of something he said. I was defending you.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you who it was, but trust me, yeah, you'll never see him again. Because he was talking trash, and I told him where to get off. So it sounds like you're the big hero, when in reality, you're lowering her self-esteem because she's wondering, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, exactly.
What did he say?
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You know, I love older women. Call it a fetish. Love them.
I'm with a 22-year-old.
Uh-huh.
And I'm enjoying myself very, very much.
Bet you are.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's a good woman, too.
Yeah. But it's especially good when you're there with her in bed going, on my 18th birthday, you were 7!
Yeah, it is a little weird, but, you know, I've gotten over that, and we've gotten over that.
There's nothing weird about it.
Hey.
It's every guy's dream.
I be 33 with a 22-year-old woman. Yeah, you're right. It is.
That's right.
And you know, I was married for 10 years, and I got out of it. And I got married really young, and learned my lesson. And I'm not going to get married for quite a while now. So
glad to hear
do
that.
it again. Definitely.
Ryan, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you let the boys hear that as well.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
It sounds like you got the best job of them all.
You betcha, baby.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. We're talking about something some of the girls in Scottsdale, Arizona are referring to as the $30,000 millionaire. And I say, guys, you do whatever they have to get laid. Lie about how much money you have, that's fine with me. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Bud on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Not much.
Welcome to Phoenix, or I guess I should say welcome back.
Thank you.
I bet you're glad to be out of the Westward Ho.
You know, we weren't actually in the Westward Ho Hotel. when I was in Phoenix. We were next door in the old Channel 5 building. The Westwood Ho Hotel, for people living around the country who don't know, was the hotel where they filmed the shower scene from Psycho. Yeah. Not the remake of Psycho, the original Psycho with Janet Leigh. Yeah. It was filmed in that hotel. Did you know that?
Actually, I did, yeah. So, I was just calling to say that these chicks that are talking about the $30,000 millionaires, these guys may be fakes and everything, but these chicks that they're picking up, or the chicks that are after these guys, are nothing but, fake breasts, collagen implants, hair extensions. So it's kind of like a give and take, don't you think?
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, these are whores.
Exactly, yeah.
Whores. I don't feel the least bit sorry for them.
With the personality of Post, I might add.
Yeah. So, because we could equally do an article where we could talk about how you could tell that a woman has fake breasts, fake hair color, fake nails, that she's covering up all that fat by tying a sweater around her ass. We could write an article about that, but then we would be considered sexist.
Oh, yeah. Well, men have done such horrible things for so long, now we're getting persecuted for it every which way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah, welcome to Phoenix. I used to listen to you in the OC all the time, so good to hear you.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate the call. It's Debbie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom.
Debbie.
We're talking about all of these men that have to pretend who they are and who they're not, and we're giving women a bad rap about being gold diggers, but there's some men out there that they set on their behinds and the women take care of them because they have the better jobs, the better stability.
Well, the women do?
Yes.
Generally, those women are fat, old, or fugly, or any combination thereof.
I disagree.
I know you disagree with her, but I've seen it up close.
Well, yeah, but no, that's not always true.
I didn't say the word always. I said the word generally. You see, the word generally does not mean the same thing as the word always.
Well, that's true, but I think that, you need to also talk about those men out there that you don't have to blame it all on the women because they can't do what they need to do.
But these guys in return are getting to be with the fat, old, and fugly. Okay, so
maybe there's a reason.
They are being reimbursed for being somebody nobody else wants.
I'm sorry?
They're getting reimbursed for being with somebody nobody else wants.
Well, hey, there's a reason for that.
That's my point.
Yeah, there's a reason that nobody wants the men or...
No, I'm talking about the women. Nobody wants these women. The reason they're supporting guys is because nobody wants them.
No, I disagree.
Why would any woman sign up for that? Taking care of some slug who's sitting on the couch all day. It's because she's undesirable.
Well, it's the same thing. Women do it for men that are slugs.
Do what for men?
And there's a lot of women out there...
Women do what for men who are slugs?
Huh?
Yeah, but that's all that woman can get, and she herself is old, fat, or fugly.
No. No
yeah,
way.
Well, I want to see all these 9s and 10s who are working while their husbands who are 3s are sitting at home on the sofa. I want you to introduce me to one couple like that. I'll fly in to meet them.
I bet you will. And
I want you to introduce me to one couple. Can you tell me their name?
No, I'm not going to disclose that.
I'll give you to Dean off the air, and I will go meet them personally. I will go to their front door. How about that?
It works that way.
Yeah, I'll bet you can't name anybody like that.
Their stuff together in these.
You don't know any couple like that. You're making it up. You don't know anybody like that.
Oh, trust me, no, I'm not.
All right, hang on. I'm going to put you up with Dean, and you don't hang up now. You're going to tell Dean the name of the couple you know, okay?
No, I'm not going to disclose that.
Well, you're not going to be on the air. You can't disclose it because you don't know it.
Yes, I do.
And tell it to him off the air.
No, I know, so I don't have to...
Sure you do. You're full of crap. There's no such couple.
Oh, yeah, there are.
You don't know anybody like that.
There are a lot of men out there that do not bust their humps to take care of their wives.
So you're telling me that you know all these 9s and 10s who are with guys who are 3s who sit home on the couch all day?
Nope.
Yeah, you do not.
No.
I'm not going to entertain this call anymore. It's such a load. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Brent on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Listen, the reason I called in, I had a couple things I wanted to address. You're absolutely right. I'm in Phoenix. The $10,000 or $30,000 millionaires in some cases. It's absolutely true. Next week, I was telling the screener, I says, next week, I'm 33 years old next week. I'm a virgin. I've never been laid, and I'll tell you the reason why. I had a conviction about it early on in life, and then later on I realized all this was girls trying to play you. You know, they want to see, is this guy powerful? Does this guy have a lot of money? I was doing my taxes the other day, about $63,000 last year, but I tell girls, I says, I'm barely getting by. I don't know, you know, I live paycheck to paycheck. You know, I'm not sure how I'm going to make ends meet, and I've never had a taker. Never had a taker. My friend who makes less than me, and I don't know about our looks or anything, but we're about equal, no problem getting all the chicks, lies to him, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, he told me this or he did this, and I thought, you know what, good for him, because he got your, gold-digging self into bed, and then we see your true colors. And that's right. All they're about. All the stuff that you say on the show is true. You lie to them, and they buy that hook, line, and sinker. I've never tasted beer. I've never even had a beer. I tell people, listen, I don't do a whole lot of stuff, and they go, oh, this guy, he won't do anything. Never had that. I don't go to movies. I don't dance. I don't do all of that stuff because that's what they want me to do. And I thought, if you don't like me for who I am, then that's the way it is. So I guess I could say that I'm not a liar, but I do lie about my salary just to make sure that that's not what they're getting at. Good point. Brent, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Appreciate the work that you're doing here, and take me out. I want to be taken out Lacey Peterson style. Well, that would be tasteless if we did that.
Emmer. Hey. Emmer. Emmer, Mitch,
Tom Leykis Show. Elizabeth, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Glad to be on the show. Thank you. And I got to say, I love this 101.5 free FM. It's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
So, I just wanted to say, bring up the idea of, chemistry and actually, being into people as individuals and before we actually decide to engage in... Well, that's why it's good for men to lie and say we're doctors, lawyers, screenwriters, because that helps create a false sense of intimacy that women just latch right onto. I would not agree with that.
Because men do not need intimacy. We just need your legs spread.
Yeah. Really? You guys don't want it at all? You guys don't want some kind of, First, we want to get laid. And then if we like that and we have a good time, then we might hear something you're saying. Oh, okay. Maybe. Maybe. What if you could tell that guys are, they like you and everything, but... No, but when you think a guy likes you, what he's really... That look on his face is him trying to use his X-ray vision to imagine how you look naked. Oh, really? Is that what they're doing? That's what we're doing, yes. All right, okay. Anytime we're pretending to care about your kitty cat or your little puppy dog or what happened to you yesterday or what you bought when you went shopping, that's all the price of admission. Admission to your panties. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm having a hard time accepting it. But, I know that, but trust me, as a man, that's the truth. As a man named Mr. Tom Leykis? As a man who knows a lot of other men. And as a man who is like most of the other men I know. Yeah, I'm hearing it. I mean, in reality, we got pals. We don't need any new friends, dear. All right. What about a little love and compassion? And you can't feel that until I feel your thighs. Oh, really? That's right. Okay, I think this call's getting a little too intimate for me. No, or maybe not. Or maybe not. Our email address is my name. Write me. Tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.